Okay, here's the good news. Okay, first the good, then the good. So the first is the good news. The good news is, earlier today, the stream was very well supported. First, we got enough support to make up for the fact that last night we didn't hit the goal with Silksong, meaning tomorrow we are doing a major daytime stream of Silksong, and I am not going to do a podcast. I'm going to skip the podcast to do 3.5 to 4 hours of Silksong gameplay tomorrow on the first stream. So if you're a fan of Silksong, if you're upset that I only played it at night and that it looked like it was going to not continue, you should be happy now, because now that's completely flipped on its head and Silksong starts tomorrow as a day stream. Okay? Now, of course, that means I need you to show up, engage, and support that stream. As long as that happens, I will keep it as a playthrough on a daytime stream. If it doesn't, then we're not going to do it. I need people to actually show up for this playthrough. I was already skeptical about it being a Metroidvania, but thankfully someone this morning said, hey, let's do it. Okay? But the other part of the good news, this isn't the other good news, this is still the first good news, is that we hit not one, but 2 support goals on my first stream. Meaning we jumped from 45 to 47 out of 50 goals. So instead I reset it and now it's just 7 out of 10. When we hit 10 goals, DSP tries it happens, and that's going to be the new Y2K Decades menu from Taco Bell. It actually released today. This is going to be absolutely awesome, and I cannot wait for this to happen this week. All right, so the sooner the better. The more momentum we get, the better. The more support we get, the better, so we could do it right away. We haven't done a DSP Tries It now in a week and a half. You aware of that? Week and a half. Let's get it going. Let's hit that goal, and let's do Taco Bell, all right? There is a little bit of bad news. The bad news was, earlier today, just listen to this, I got 0 support from Kick. In fact, the only support we actually got was re-upped his own sub. That was it. There was absolutely no support from Kick at all. 0. And it sucks because that was my final stream that basically counts for this week. Now anything that I make moving forward for the rest of the week counts for next week. And that's upsetting. 0 support. I had that much support. Just think about this. I had that much support. I had over 2 goals hit, yet none of it was from Kick. So what is going on over on Kick right now? All the regulars over there, all the LARPers, all the fake sock accounts, no one supported. No one. Absolutely unacceptable behavior from Kick. So we got to have it stepped up tonight. We got to have Kick actually supporting my content. If everyone else is doing it, you can do it too. You're in here, you're enjoying it, support the dang content. If you don't do it, you're a schlub. You understand me? A schlub. They've done pretty good. It's shockingly well. I wasn't expecting Gears to do this well, and it's actually done pretty well. We actually did hit the goal last time, so if we hit it tonight, that is excellent. That means only 2 to go. Maybe we can even do DSP Tries It tomorrow during Silksong, right? It could happen. We could hit it. So let's see how it goes tonight. Hopefully, tonight is a good night for support, right? Hopefully tonight we can get some people supporting the streams, and we'll get a goal tonight so that we can unlock DSP Tries It sooner rather than later. Oh no, there's absolutely no problem with watching the content for free. The problem is people who don't like the content, don't actually support it at all in any way, and they actually talk shit about it, but then they sit around and they jive in and chime in with quips and annoying phrases and things that are just going to piss me off, and then they say dumb things to other people who actually like the content. You know, LARPers. Those are the people I can't stand, the LARPers. The role players who pretend like they're fans and viewers, but they're only here to try to make life miserable for everybody. I totally understand that there's tons of people who want to watch my content but cannot support it most of the time, and maybe in a rare turn of events they can, and they do, and I appreciate that. Like I always say, any amount, any little bit helps. It's not about, oh, I came to the stream and I was able to drop an insane bomb to help Phil today. It's, dude, that's not how it works. But hey, anyone who can come by and watch, thank you. Anyone who can contribute in any way, a super chat, a membership, a sub, a tip, thank you. But it's not required, but it's much appreciated. The more you contribute, the more content I can make for you. The more games I can afford on the fly. The more equipment upgrades I can do, etc. Like, for example, coming up, there's going to be a new PlayStation joystick for fighting games coming out. And once the pricing is announced, I think I might want to get it. Well, again, the support I get on streams let me just buy that and do reviews and show you stuff right on the fly. I've been thinking about getting another controller because right now I've got this one, the Xbox Elite 2. I've had it for about a year and I actually really like it. but I've heard that these start to wear out after a year. I have another controller, a Masha Nikkei, I got earlier this year, and I reviewed it for you guys, but guess what? It's not working with half my games. So now I'm like, damn, maybe there's a better controller I can get. And if I can get that on the fly and review it, you know, that's because of your support. Right now, I'm playing a whole bunch of games. There's a ton more coming out. I can afford those because of your support. So it's reciprocated. You support, I do more. There you go. You know, with all those blabbing cat emotes you guys are using over on Kick, I hope that money comes out of that cat's mouth when it opens it. I hope that's all of you. You're accumulating your coins into a big pile so that the gifted subs can start rolling through, right? That's what that's a representation of? Correct. Once again, I said this earlier. He says, oh, it pays if you have KCIP. No, I hate to tell you this. I currently have, let's check because I actually haven't looked yet tonight. I currently have 102 viewers on Kick, okay? You don't make money with KCIP when you only have 100 viewers on Kick. You make a few bucks, okay? That's it. If you get actual viewership on Kick, like let's say I had, I don't know, 500 to 1,000 viewers, then I would start to make some significant money with KCIP on Kick. You can't get it with like 100 viewers or less. You just can't. And the thing is, as I explained earlier today on my first stream, I have a split audience. I'm not going to stop streaming on YouTube just for the sake of trying to pool my entire audience on Kick because of KCIP. I'm not going to do that. Why? Because the YouTube viewers are the people who have been with me over the years, through thick and thin, right? Through all the hard times, all the good times. They're the ones who have supported me from day one, and they're the ones who are the reliable fans who come back no matter what. You know, they made me who I am. They gave me the original views that I got that made me able to turn this into a living. So I'm not going to say, well, I can make a few extra bucks if I only stream on Kick. Pshaw, goodbye, YouTube audience. Haha, big dollar signs at Kick. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. So I have a split audience, and because of that, I don't make much on Kick at all. That's why I rely on subs. The fact that there was 0 subs earlier today during a stream where there was a lot of views, pretty disappointing, quite frankly. I do hope that some of you on Kick will support tonight. For those of you who have, don't feel pressured. Like, for example, there's a few regulars who do usually support. I'm not speaking to you. You guys are already supportive, and I appreciate that. I'm saying to the other 100 people there who just sit there doing the yapping cat emote, perhaps for once, you'd like to support the content. Exactly, Infinite177. You have supported tons. I'm not asking you to go crazy and go above and beyond. You've done it already, and I appreciate that. But take a look at all these other yappers. Look at them all. Look at those yapping cats. They're actually very cute. I actually like the yapping cat emote. It's incredibly cute. Why not to keep detractors unblocked if they're donating? Well, first of all, it's insanely rare when a detractor will keep donating. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if a detractor tips to donate, they usually try to charge back, which is a hassle. I win it a lot. Sometimes I don't win it. It's completely a crapshoot. It's annoying when it happens. So I don't even acknowledge the troll tippers because I don't want to give them the time of day. If you're talking like if they're super chatting or whatever, in general, I'll give the people the benefit of the doubt. And if they do like one super chat that's kind of questionable, I'll be like, eh. But in truth, I do usually try to let it go. Well, the thing is, they'll just keep escalating. You know what it is? You give them an inch, they take a mile. So at first they take a jab. Okay, fine. I'll laugh at that. I'll take the jab. Then they say something outright insulting. All right, I'll make light of it. The next thing you know, they're doing detractor memes. They're freaking insulting my wife. They're doxing people. And it's like, well, I can't just let them keep going. If I do, then the whole safety of the stream is compromised. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I can't just let it be unchecked. Okay. And I get it. Like, why don't you just accept the money? Well, the thing is, for example, when you have people who are being abusive, when you have people who are actually being insanely toxic, it ruins the vibe of the business, right? Imagine if there was someone who walked into a brick and mortar restaurant and just started tossing money in the air. Here, keep this money. And then they just said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Now all your clientele is disturbed. All your regulars who are supporters and customers, like, what's going on? Oh, just let that guy do whatever he wants because he threw money into the air and we're keeping it. You don't do that. You kick the fucker out. So it's the same thing here. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Did a $2 super chat and says, so we can't support unless we're giving you money? That's not true. Support is given in many different ways. First of all, just being a positive viewer and or engaged viewer. Someone who watches and participates in the conversation, someone who actively talks to me every once in a while. You know, that's being a big positive part of a great streaming experience. All right? Now, money is necessary. This is my job. But the good news is there's enough of you here that it doesn't have to be every single person contributing every single stream. If you have over 200 viewers on YouTube, over 100 viewers on Kick, if a few people contribute, we're going to hit my goals. And it's not a big deal. You see? So it's not that, oh, you absolutely must be contributing every time. That's not the case at all. But thank you for the $2 because you chose to contribute tonight. I appreciate that. Not a wabbit. We're still waiting on our first contribution from Kick. Quite frankly, it's embarrassing. They're all over there yapping. The yapping cat, but not one has contributed yet. If no one donated, would I be able to stream? No, that's not how it works at all. If no one donated, I'd be out of a job. That's not how it works. It's called crowdfunding. That's how all streaming works, actually. But it's probably not. Oh, there it is. Blah, 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 blah. Now that's awesome. Blah, 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 blah. Record, with all the blabbing and even me putting that cat emote on the screen, there's still no contributions that have come from Kick, if you can believe it. Still zero. I go the extra mile, and what do? Kick kicks me in the ass and doesn't reward. No support, no reward, nothing. All right, see? You see what happened? I complained enough, and then just gifted 2 subs. So you see why I do it? I whined like a baby enough, like a spoiled brat, and I got 2 subs. That's why I do it. It's called effective whining. Thank you. 2 subs. Finally, we got some Kick support today. Would have been great to have it earlier today so I get paid for it this week, but I guess I got to take what I can get. Thank you for 2 subs tonight. Now we're over the $50 threshold. We're already a third of the way to our goals here for Gears of War Reloaded. Now, let's keep that momentum rolling. Let's get some support tonight. Let's hit that goal. We're only 3 goals away from DSP Tries It, the Y2K Decades menu from Taco Bell. You know you want it. I know I want it. This mouth is craving it. Let's hit that goal tonight and let's get some support. Just gifted a sub over on Kick. That's what I'm talking about. Doing what he can. Thanks for the sub. Another $5. We're now at 58 of support. Look at this. With a $5 R. I don't even know what that is. What is R currency? I don't even know what the hell that is. Rubles? Ah, it's loud as fuck. R to USD. Here it is. So you get 5. That's the equivalent of 29 cents. I'm just going to ban you right now. Here we go. Here we go. Get banned. I can't ban them. Did they already get banned? They won't even let me ban them. I'm trying. It won't even let me. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I got rid of them. Fuck them. Okay. Just did a $5 super chat. We're now at 63 of support. Gifted a 3rd membership. With that, we're now up to 68 of support. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep that rolling and let's hit that goal tonight. Thank you guys. All right. Are we ready to resume?